Alright, y'all, welcome back to Etraphousedotcom Radio. I'm Don Jones. You can follow me at the Don Jones on everything. So that's Instagram, Facebook, Snap, Twitter. You can follow the company page at Etraphousedotcom, and the .com is spelled out, so it's Etraphousedotcom, and that's on Instagram. But today we're here to talk about a fuck nigga. A feminine ass pussy nigga. But let me chill. So I'm gonna give you the who, what, when, where, why of this shit. So basically, I interviewed Johnny Cash. I'm sure a lot of you who are watching this have seen it. So Sinful did a review of the interview of Johnny Cash, and he said some things that I wasn't too fond of. So I'm going to play them, and we're going to talk about it, and then I guess we'll take it from there. So let me play some of this audio from you guys. And bear with me, I'm using new technology I ain't never used before.
And to the little dude that did the little interview of Johnny, he tried to do an interview with Freeze and me as well. But nigga, I'm Sinful to Pete. You can't interview somebody speaking lies on me, and then I come on your platform, and then I go back and forth with the person that lied on me to make your platform big. That ain't how it work. So me and Johnny go back and forth on your platform, and we make your platform larger. So you got the pimping going back and forth on your platform to make your square ass platform big. What the fuck do you take me for? Why in the fuck would I make you whatever? I don't even know you. And I don't have nothing against the little dude. I don't know him. And to the little dude.
Alright, so that's part one of basically what I think is funny. So in one interview, this nigga is able to establish the age of Don Jones. Somebody who he hasn't ever met, he doesn't know. He's able to establish that I'm younger than him and I'm a little dude. That's crazy to me considering you couldn't figure that out with the 14-year-old that you fucked and went to jail for. That's crazy to me. You couldn't figure out her age, but you figured out Don Jones's within one video through a screen. Crazy to me. So let's move on to number two. And this is another thing too. How is Sinful gonna make me big? How is he gonna blow me up? All the Sinful fans is already watching this because of Johnny. That's crazy to me, you know what I'm saying? And how you gonna blow me up when you couldn't blow yourself up, bro? You told all your fans, go to your new Instagram for multiple videos in a row. All you got is 1,500 followers. I got 4,000 followers on one page, just one. What you talking about, old dude? But let's continue, because I don't want to get too upset, because this nigga ain't that big at all. I know y'all think he big, but he's not that big. This nigga's actually a little nigga. A little nigga. Especially, like, he's really just a small fish, or a big fish in a small ass pond. But let's keep going.
Me and Freeze. And those were his highest view videos. So, what are you saying? He didn't need you. His platform is bigger than yours. And, you know, the truth of the matter is both of you needed this video to generate views because Johnny has yet on me and Freeze.
That's what I'm saying. What do we need Sinful to P to generate views for? Especially me. I've been running my company long before Sinful to P. Long before the existence of Sinful to P. I've been running Etraphouses for 3-4 years, bruh. We've been out here way before Sinful to P. We've been making money way before we heard of Sinful to P. And then you got to think about this. Like, what do I need the views for? To do what? To get paid off of YouTube like you? So I could be Sinful the YouTuber? Like, what am I going to do with that, bruh? I'm running companies, bruh. Companies. Not one, companies. Meanwhile, you 34 years old, standing in front of a phone for 5 hours, making a video about Johnny, a dude you've never met. what kind of pimp shit is this? Like, you giving the game a black eye on the real. A 5-hour video on YouTube about a dude you never met. And then you coming at a 26-year-old dude, younger than you, because he did an interview. Ain't that what I'm supposed to do? And you talking about little nigga. According to you, you say it's a beautiful thing. It's a blessing to have your youth. But here you are now with the receding hairline talking crazy, talking about little nigga. When you the little nigga to me, you been the little nigga to me. You don't own no companies, bro. I wish I would pimp for 10 years and not own no companies. You's a cornball. Once again, let me calm down. Because this nigga had me tight. It's crazy to see a feminine ass pussy nigga talking crazy about you. You like, but let me calm down. Let me move on to the next video. This is just showing y'all the who, what, when, and where, and why this is happening. And bear with me, because I'm working with new technology. I ain't never did all this shit before.
Did you feel like it was like almost unfair due to the politics of YouTube?
And then he said politics of YouTube. Little nigga, don't you know that whenever this nigga talk about me or Freeze, he get views? So he's the little Don nigga. He bringing some little second grade manipulation tactic, because the truth is, he talking about, I just wanted you to, I didn't think it was fair that you didn't have your chance. And I'm thinking to myself, dude, Johnny platform bigger than yours. So how was you a blessing to him? If anything, he a blessing to you. You didn't feel like he got his point. What are you talking about? He had multiple videos talking about me and Freeze. And those were his
respect, you know.
Alright, when I hear Sinful say shit like that, where he's like, Johnny platform bigger than yours, it really just made me feel like he mad. Like he really mad that Johnny got asked to do an interview before him. He feel like he's left out. He feel like he the biggest pimp out here. And how dare you ask somebody else to do an interview before him. Come on, bruh. You crazy. And then when did I say that I was a blessing to Johnny's platform? I don't remember saying that. If anything, I remember saying thank you to Johnny. I appreciate you. I don't remember being like, oh man, shout out to Etraphousedotcom for blessing Johnny Cash and Sinful. I don't remember saying that. None of that. Hold up real quick. Let's see where we at, because he got quite a few talking crazy.
You can't play me like that. You know what I mean? Because that's all it was. It's just to bring more division in the game. For us to go back and forth. For Johnny to come at me, and then for me to get on your platform and say something, because if your video did the views that it did with Johnny, I know you was like, just imagine if Sinful P was on my platform. Because you know it would have been quadruple times that. But I wasn't going to bless you. You know what I mean? Because I see what you're doing. And to be able to do that, see, I'm not like these niggas. I'm not going to take the P away from Johnny, because Johnny's a pimp. Johnny a pimp. He did some shit I don't like, but Johnny's a pimp. You know, I love Freeze. Freeze told a lot of truth.
That nigga ain't saying nothing. So you hear him saying, I'm trying to cause division, cause them to beef with each other, all this other shit. I seen a lot of sucker ass niggas saying that in the comments too. Talking about I'm like instigating. And I don't understand how I could be instigating some shit where these niggas have already been beefing for like 3 months. At the minimum. It might have been longer than that, because I don't know. Because I'm not that pressed. You know what I'm saying? I'm not watching Sinful the P's 4-hour, 5-hour videos. I have shit to do. I'm running a company. So a lot of this shit I don't be seeing. You hear me in the interview, I'm like, oh, I didn't even know that happened. I didn't know this. I didn't know that. It's because I'm not that pressed over Sinful the P. And to be honest, I really haven't even watched Sinful's page since another pimp came out and started putting out content. Because to be honest, that's the only reason niggas watch Sinful, is because He has content, more content than most people. But I wasn't trying to put nobody against nobody. And you hear me say it in the interview with Johnny. I'm probably one of the only niggas who have said it that I want y'all to squash it. You know what I'm saying? So it's ridiculous to me that this feminine ass nigga coming out of nowhere saying all this bullshit. So let me play one of the clips I got with Johnny. I don't know what this one says, but I'm thinking it says, I want y'all to squash it.
Hey, Sweet Candy Girl 99 says Sinful Freeze ain't gonna fuck with you for doing this live with Johnny Cash.
Hey,
I mean, I ain't got nothing against Sinful Freeze. They can come, talk to me too and whatnot. I'm just doing it live, get.
I told him niggas.
Hey, Sweet Candy Girl 99 says Sinful Freeze ain't gonna fuck with you for doing this live with Johnny Cash.
Hey,
I mean, I ain't got nothing against Sinful Freeze. They can come, talk to me too and whatnot. I'm just doing it live, get. Hey, Sweet Candy.
So you heard it there first. I never even had no issues with Sinful. Nothing. I literally just wanted to get Johnny Cash's side of it. That's all. So when I hit up Sinful asking for an interview with him, it's the same thing. Where I'm asking for your side of it. I'm not trying to set you up. What kind of energy do you have in your life that you think everybody want to set you up? Like, think about this, my nigga. Better yet, what kind of nigga takes them kind of pictures of Clyde? Are you taking pictures of niggas while they sleep? That's the pimping? Like, why are you doing that in the first place? You knew that you was going to be for Clyde, or what's up with you, dog? Weird nigga. That's what I'm saying. But anyways, what am I supposed to do as Etraphouses Radio? Just get Johnny's side of the story? I'm supposed to be like, okay, Johnny, you tell your side, and then we're not going to worry about, the other side of the story. We're not going to worry about none of that shit. Of course I'm going to go get Sinful's side of the story. Of course. When you look at CNN, when you look at even the R. Kelly thing recently, she ain't just go interview R. Kelly. She interviewed R. Kelly, the girls, the mom. That's what you're supposed to do, man. The problem is he's too worried about the streets aspect of this. He don't understand running a company. He think that I'm doing some sneaky shit behind somebody's back. That's why he put that out there like that. Because he feel like he exposing some shit. Well, you're not exposing nothing, bro. Just like the little girl he is, he went back and was like, oh, he was in my inboxes. He was in my DMs. Oh, he was trying to interview me, right? Like a little girl. But this the same nigga like, oh, I don't want to minimize myself as a man. Come on, bro. This the same nigga. And then you talking about you too good to talk to me or whatever. You don't want to bless me. But you blessing 14-year-old girls, though? She good enough to talk to? That's crazy, bro. Niggas like Sinful really get a game, a black eye. That's why this shit fucked up right now. Because he got an army of peon ass niggas who's paying for game. That's who really getting pimped on. Sinful pimping them peon ass niggas in his comments. He exchanging game for change with them niggas. They paying him for the game. $100 here, $100 there. If anything, this nigga is Sinful the YouTube pimp, or Sinful pimping on men from YouTube. I mean, your audience is 90% men, bro. 90% men. I know because I seen my analytics after the response video to you. So I know your audience is 90% men. And I dare you, I challenge you to show your analytics and show me that it ain't 90% men. Because I know it is. Every time I get a comment or a call or something about your bitch ass from this week, it's some nigga. I ain't got one text, one email, one DM. Well, I did get one comment from which I think was you. Honestly, I think you catfishing from a white chick's page from Toronto. And I challenge you to show that it ain't a catfish too, honestly. To be real. I don't believe it. I ain't seen your videos counting the money with her, but I seen the titles of it. So I don't know if there's a woman in there or not, or you just counting the money. So I challenge you to show an actual female from Toronto that you getting money from. And the funny thing is, you bragging about having a bitch in Toronto. It's like, you really that much of an old nigga, bro? You really that old, bro? All your viewers probably have bitches in different states, different countries. Ever since Instagram came out, niggas been having bitches in different states. What are you talking about, bro? You's an old corny nigga with no car. I'm telling you, I wish I would pimp for 10 years and not have a fucking business, bro. Fuck out of here. You can't get no lamer than that on the real. So let's see what else we got in these clips. I don't know if this is the same one. I think it is. So we just gonna get right into reviewing. We're gonna get right into reviewing his actual court case. Since this weird ass nigga wanted to talk shit about me, we could do something that's never been done before. Review your fucking court cases, nigga. You've been denying this pedophile shit. You've been denying saying you got kids. You could have just came up to Etrap House and told your side of the story like we asked you to. But instead, you wanted to lie on Etrap House. You wanted to lie on the almighty Don Jones. You wanted to tell these niggas that I'm clout chasing you like you somebody to clout chase from, nigga. Is you crazy? You and the whole pimp community ain't big enough to clout chase from, or it would have happened already. Niggas would have been interviewing you already. You've never been asked to be interviewed. If you have, it's been 2, 3, 4 times, maybe at tops. At tops. That's why you got excited when Etrap House asked to interview you. That's why you had to let the world know. You was proud. You was proud. Come on, bro. You think Kevin Gates is telling niggas every time somebody try to interview him? You think he up at Breakfast Club like, hey, man, you know how 97 tried to interview me? Come on, that's corny high school girl shit. But that's the kind of nigga you is. That's how you end up beefing with niggas you've never met. That's how you end up doing shit like that. Johnny ain't trying to beef with y'all niggas. Johnny trying to move some furniture with y'all niggas. You heard him in the video. He trying to move some furniture. And your ass trying to move furniture with that bitch you beating up. You's a cornball, my nigga. A cornball. You ain't gonna come out the house. You got the nigga talking about he wanna fight you. You don't wanna fight. I don't even think he said he wanted to fight you. But the point is, you don't come out the house. Y'all niggas is just weirdos. But let's get into your fucking case, man. Since you wanted to make reviews of shit, we gonna make a review about Sinful. Since he's somebody to get clout off of. Let's see how much clout we get, because we ain't get enough last time. You ain't put much growth on Etrap House, bro. And that's being honest. And that's being honest, bro. You didn't put much growth on Etrap House. It wasn't life-changing, my nigga. It was a couple hundred views, bro. Come on, bro. And you can see the difference. You can see from who came from where in the analytics, bro. What are you talking about? You can see who came from where. And I see how many men came from Sinful to P's page. It say it right in the analytics. In the discovery. But you's a funny dude, bro. You really think you big. Because you got like 20,000, I think what, 20,000 subscribers or some shit. Like, bro, you're on YouTube, bro. You're on YouTube where niggas have millions of subscribers. Hundreds of thousands of subscribers. There's regular people on YouTube with hundreds of thousands and you bragging about some 20,000. Have you seen what I've done? I've been interviewing niggas from everywhere. Sinful to P ain't nobody to interview. I showed my fucking Instagram what kind of bum ass nigga you is, and all of them said, who was that? Exactly. Niggas from Chicago on my Instagram saying, who was that? Exactly. Not that big, bro. You just the latest. And I've only done this for what, 10 interviews, bro? You small, bro.
They got your DNA, they got the girl's DNA, they got the baby who's born.
That's not my art.
This is the wrong clip.
What are the statistics that it's his baby? What are the statistics that it's not his baby? 1 in 400 billion?
Something like that, Judge.
Okay, that's more than there are people on the earth. So, it's your baby. They got your DNA.
So you heard it here first. The nigga, well, I guess you ain't hear it first. But the nigga who talking about he ain't got no kids, all this other shit, you heard it. DNA test. There's a baby. That's why Johnny was saying undeniable facts. I had never seen this before. That's why I was saying undeniable facts. Let's get into this. Give me a second.
Calendar call. It's a sentencing on page 11. If we could go forward with that.
So you heard that government, that nigga like to always say, Gilmore.
44542. This is the date and time set for entry of judgment and imposition of sentencing. Sir, is there any legal cause or reason why judgment should not be pronounced against you at this time? Any reason why we should not proceed with sentencing, sir? By virtue of your pleas entered in this manner, I hereby adjudicate you guilty of count 1, pandering, and count 2, living from the earnings of a prostitute. The state wishes to address the court.
I'm a
14-year-old. First, the state has Jennifer Harper here. She was the victim of one of those cases. She was noticed as a record. The state would request that she address the court last. I do additionally have a victim impact statement from her describing the injuries she brought with her this morning. Didn't get it back to the department.
That chick Jennifer Harper that they saying, that's the chick that he beat up. He's trying to beat the check out the bitch, you know what I'm saying? So she come in and say her little part. We probably won't play that because she really just on some weirdo shit. But we gonna see what everybody say.
Time. Basically, what we're going to ask for is $200 for her counseling, as she's mentioned, and then we're going to ask for an additional $500 because most of Jennifer's items that she had that she lived on were with the defendant when he was arrested. She doesn't have receipts or anything to show that. I mean, she's actually claiming losses of more than $20,000 in regard to a relation with the defendant. But I explained to her the $200 for the counseling and then $500 just to pay for some of the clothes and accessories that she lost as a result of her relationship with him, the work relationship with him. So that's what we're requesting. And I gave that.
The relationship
with
Mr.
Harris. She's going to.
Y'all heard that, the relationship with him, and the lawyer switched it up and said the work relationship with him because she was trying to pin that shit on him for real. But you heard it, the relationship with him.
Probation after sentencing. We would like to be heard. In reviewing parole and probation's report, Judge, it seems as though one of the reasons.
And I said I singled out the relationship shit because he be telling y'all niggas not to be on no boyfriend, girlfriend shit. But look how he is, on some boyfriend, girlfriend shit. Trying to beat the check out of a bitch when he's supposed to be the nigga with the spectacular vernacular and all that bullshit.
They're recommending probation is because this is the defendant's first felony conviction. But the state submits that the department loses sight of two important things. One is that the defendant had two other felony cases, battery domestic violence case and another pandering case that were dismissed during the prosecution of this case. And two, a lot of times with pandering or sexual abuse cases, the defendants don't have a criminal history. And that's certainly not a reason to say, hey, they don't have a record, so let's go ahead and give them probation because they deserve a chance. The state's going to request something that may be viewed by some as unconventional, certainly I'm sure by Mr. Gilmore, but we're requesting a 19 to 48 on count 1, and we're also requesting a 12 to 30 on count 2, and we're asking that those run consecutive. We feel that's an appropriate sentence for a number of reasons. The facts and circumstances of this case certainly warrant it. The victim, Lakeisha Jordan, was 14 years old at the time of this case. She was just a child.
Y'all heard that. Lakeisha Jordan was 14 years old at the time of this case. A child. A child.
And she was pregnant. The defendant denied having sexual intercourse with her, and yet after that baby was born, DNA was done, and sure enough, it comes back as the defendant's baby. So we have a 24-year-old man having sexual intercourse with a 14-year-old little girl. He's not just a pimp, Judge. He's a sex offender. He preyed on a 14-year-old girl, had sexual intercourse with her, and now has fathered a child.
You heard that. 24-year-old dude fucking and trying to pimp on a 14-year-old child, but this nigga talking down on me. He talking crazy to me. And y'all niggas is paying him. What kind of shit is this? Y'all paying this fucking pimp cult leader, not even a pimp cult leader, a YouTube pimp cult leader. Shit is crazy.
Absolutely no responsibility whatsoever. He denies being a pimp, which is a coincidence then that the night he's arrested, he's in a hotel room with two females, both of whom have multiple arrests for soliciting prostitution and loitering for the purpose of prostitution. The victim in this case was also a victim in the battery domestic violence case that he had that was eventually dismissed. And another female that he had contact with also has arrests for soliciting prostitution. So just a coincidence then that he keeps being found with all these women who are prostitutes, and yet he denies being their pimp.
You hear that? She trying to pin that shit on him. It's pin the tail on a donkey type shit.
The defendant in his statement to parole and probation says the state of Nevada was being crafty, and that's why he's in the situation that he's in. He takes no responsibility for the impact he has had on the women that he's encountered in his life. Those prostitutes, these women that he's turned into prostitutes, or at least encouraged them to prostitute. Not to mention the 14-year-old juvenile that he impregnated. Judge, the most important thing to pimps is getting out of jail because that's where they make their money. He's been in custody for 397 days, and rightfully so. There's a reason that he's been in jail. We're asking that he stay in. He preyed on this 14-year-old little girl and had intercourse with her. But
hey, yo, he wasn't even just in jail. Like, I don't even know the full extent to this, but this nigga was in protective custody. Yes, Sinful the P in protective custody. The nigga with the spectacular vernacular YouTube, I ain't gonna let him play me type of nigga. Protective custody. But y'all think this nigga tough. Y'all think this nigga the Chicago goon or some shit, like, crazy. This nigga soft and feminine to a nigga like me. And I'm only 26. I don't know why y'all 30-year-old, 40-year-old, 50-year-old niggas believe this shit.
Concerned getting out so he can get on with his music career. That's what's important to this defendant. Not fathering or supporting the child that he just had with this 14-year-old. All of those things together.
Y'all heard that too. The lawyer said he trying to get home to his music career. That's what he told y'all. He ain't trying to take care of the baby that he just had with a baby. That's crazy to me. That's crazy, bro. Let's say you actually did this, which I don't know. You say you did it, but let's say you knew she was 14, you got her pregnant. You ain't gonna take care of the baby. Even the courts is looking at you crazy, like, so you're not gonna take care of the baby? Like, you's a sick dude, bro. You ain't even sinful, like, you shameful, dude.
Judge Warren a 19 to 48 and a 12 to 30 consecutive. We think the probation recommendation by the division is wholly inappropriate in this case, and we're going to submit it on that.
Do you want to say anything, Mr. Gilmore?
Now, this is where Sinful talk, and this is where you see him fucking hang himself in court like a dumbass nigga with a spectacular vernacular. I never seen a nigga talk himself into jail worse than this nigga.
First, I would like to say what she failed to mention was Ms. Lakeisha Jordan lied about her age with false identification, which she admits in the interview that she said she was 19. Not only did she lie about her age with false identification, and she admitted that his cooperative statements, along with Mrs. Harper and Mrs. Morton, also saying that she said that she was 19. So I judged her on her confidence to even allow her to even come in the same environment. It must have been something I said, or must have been something that I done to make her assume that she could be around me and say that she was 14. So that's why she had to lie about her age. What she also failed to bring up was this case with the domestic violence and the other pandering, and these so-called alleged victims in this case are of age. 19, 23, 22. I don't mess with kids. I'm not a sex offender. I don't mess with children. That's number one. As far as the pandering goes,
He wanted y'all to know that it's okay as long as my other hose is of age. This one could be young as long as the other hose is of age. That's what makes it better.
What to the state was to entice women to become a prostitute or get into a continuity of it. I didn't either. she said up there, and she said when they asked her, first of all, they had an interview with no parent, no guardian, no lawyer there, so they were able to basically coach the girl all throughout 3 interviews with her, which everything is contrary one to another. And they asked her, they said, well, what did he say to entice you to get into prostitution? He really didn't say anything. And what she also failed to bring up was that Mrs. Jordan has been engaged in prostitution, or at least she professed that she had, since the age of 12 years old. So if she's been prostituting since the age of 12 years old, then she's already an actress. That's what she does. She's a manipulator. She lied to me. And as far as the living of the earnings of prostitution.
Did y'all hear that? He said because that she had already been prostituting since she was 12 years old, that this is what she does. She's an actress. I think that's what he said, that she's an actress. She manipulated him. That's what he said, that this 14-year-old girl manipulated the pimpin', Sinful the P, the nigga who ain't gonna let me play him. He let a 14-year-old girl play him. This the pimpin' though.
She professed that she gave the money to Mrs. Harper. Mrs. Harper says that she gave the money to Mrs. Morton. Mrs. Morton says that I wasn't no pimp, and she never gave me any money. So the money never even made it to my hand. You understand? The reason why I pled guilty to this is because since I've been incarcerated, I've been able to see other inmates go to trial and get broke off, lose, and stay in prison for the rest of it. They all talking this appeal talk, and from me looking in, I don't think it's going to transpire. I don't see it happen. So I just thought this would be the best money to take the deal. They came with this new information as far as this girl being impregnated by me. I confess that I did not have sex with her. They come at the last minute. The dates.
Hey, you had sex with her because the baby's yours. That's the only way you get a baby with your DNA is you have sexual intercourse. Lesson.
You hear how she checked him? She said, no, you had sex with her. You got a baby with her. That's the only way you can have a baby with her is if you had sex with this 14-year-old. And she said, lesson number 1.
You don't get pregnant by looking at somebody. So you need to stop that nonsense right now. You can't get...
You hear that? So you need to stop that nonsense right now. That's the quote of the week. You need to stop that nonsense right now. Every time I see Sinful talking some little fuck shit, that's what I be thinking. I be like, so you need to stop that nonsense right now. How the pimpin' let this be? How the nigga with the spectacular vernacular, the pimpin', you getting minimized like this?
Pregnant? I mean, do I have to explain that to you? How you get pregnant? Okay.
I understand that I already have a child, but at the same time.
Did you hear that? He said, I understand that. I already have a child. How do you already have a child? Because I could have swore you told everybody that you don't got no children. That's what I thought I heard. I don't know what these other niggas heard. Maybe I'm wrong. If I am wrong, correct me in the comments. But I could have swore this nigga said he ain't got no kids. But on here, he's saying he got 2 kids. The one with the baby and another baby. Let's continue.
Even with that and stuff, but all I would say is all that would have been prevented if she would have said her real age.
Okay, that's fine, but don't say that that's not your baby. There's a DNA test.
That was a DNA test.
Man,
They
come on,
another
man.
man in Chicago that was in prison for 19 years. And it took 19 years to show that something was wrong with him. They came at the last minute at March.
Did they do a buccal swab of your client?
They did, Your Honor, and we did receive the results from the DNA test. Obviously, we had to wait.
I think a buccal swab is when they, well, shit, I don't know. So I don't know, some type of swab.
Until the infant was born, or the child was born, before we could conduct any of these tests. I believe the child was born
So it wasn't like...
sometime in January.
You know, probably what you're talking about is something that happened 20 years ago when DNA wasn't as sophisticated, you know, because I see those things on the news. This is not one of them. They got your DNA, they got the girl's DNA, they got the baby who's born.
Y'all hear that? This ain't one of them cases. They got the girl's DNA. Or while y'all looking, you know, check that out. You know, that's the clothing line I started when I was 18. This old ass 34-year-old nigga named Sinful the P. He don't got no companies, nigga. Niggas out here pimping for YouTube money. Fuck out of here, nigga. Anyways, y'all heard that. They said they got the girl's DNA, the baby's DNA, and his DNA, and he's still trying to deny it. What's wrong with this nigga, man? Is you dumb? That's why the judge is like, do I gotta explain that to you?
What are the statistics that it's his baby? What are the statistics that it's not his baby? 1 in 400 billion?
Something like that, Judge.
Okay, that's more than there are people on the earth. So, it's your baby. Okay.
You hear that? And here he said he got a 1-year-old daughter. But I'm under the impression that you said that you don't have any kids. But on here you say you have a 1-year-old daughter, and they saying you got a baby with a baby. So I'm just confused of how this is the pimping. Like I said, you get the game a black eye, a big ass black eye.
She would not have lied about her age.
Okay.
Did not have a confidence of a whore. I would not sit up there and
A what?
confidence of a whore. You understand?
Oh boy, you're just really helping yourself. If I was you, I'd stop and let Mr. Paris, because trust me, he does a lot better than you.
So did y'all hear that? This nigga said she had, I think he said the conscience of a whore, or maybe he said the continence of a whore. Either way, he called this little 14-year-old girl that he fucked and impregnated a whore. After he fucked her and impregnated, he said this in court. This is supposed to be the smart nigga, Sinful the P. The nigga who y'all paying for some wisdom. He in court like, but she's a whore. Come on, man. You asking to get locked up. You's a stupid dude, bro. I'm telling you. And for all you niggas out here, we ain't even gonna go there. You just a stupid dude, bro.
The continent of a whore. The mother of his child.
I think
The
Mr.
continent of a
Gilmore
whore.
is trying to...
his anger because she stood up there and called me a sex offender. And this girl lied about her age. She didn't bring that up. And everybody like, the continent of the whore.
I think Mr. Gilmore's trying to convey to the court that
He cheats, I don't like it, but he continues to say it.
the victim in this particular case, this was not her first rodeo. She had a very hard life well in advance of meeting Mr. Gilmore. We're not arguing that things did not get more...
Now that's some word of advice. That's some game that nigga ain't trying to tell y'all. If you go to court, let your fucking lawyer talk. Do not emotionally react like Sinful. Don't emotionally react like Sinful. Let your pay lawyer talk. I hope that was a pay lawyer. But let your pay lawyer talk for you so you don't get locked up. So you don't have a mug shot. So you're not out here looking retarded like this nigga.
After she encountered Mr. Gilmore and they had whatever level of interaction that they did. However, again, this girl did admit in her various statements to the police that she had been working on this, essentially had been homeless and had been working as a prostitute since approximately the age of 12. So she did have a certain level of experience in these particular areas. The recommendation in this case did take into account all of the factors that the state had referenced in its argument. Mr. Gilmore did have 2 other cases, but both of those cases were dismissed.
And honestly, I don't even feel like doing this no more. If that's not enough for you to be like, this a old, corny 40-year-old nigga out here talking down on the youth, I don't know what to tell you, man. At the end of the day, Etraphouses will survive with or without Sinful. He never made or break Etraphouses ever. He can't make or break the almighty Don Jones. You must be crazy. You must be smoking cocaine. You must be snorting cocaine. I don't know what you on, bruh. You on some type of drugs, though, for sure. Because you out here wilding. And on top of that, you're proud that we asked you. You're proud that we asked you to do the interview. And you're salty that we asked Johnny Cash to do the interview first. And I want you to know personally, from Don Jones to Sinful the pedophile, I want you to know personally, you're not that big, bro. Nobody knows who you are outside of your small ass YouTube bubble. And that's why I remain my shit dying. But that's why I remain unaffected, because You're nobody outside of your small YouTube bubble. And I'm not the type of nigga to want to fit in. I'm not in for inclusion. I'm here for the money. I'm a boss. I'm not a nigga who gonna be out here doing this type of shit that Sinful doing. You'll never see me on the camera for 5 hours talking to myself. If you see me on the camera, period, you're gonna see me talking to somebody who is somebody to talk to. I'm not gonna talk to a nigga like Sinful. Unless it's about something. That's really the only way. Because other than that, there's no reason to talk to Sinful. He not showing y'all niggas how to have money because he don't got money. He not showing y'all niggas how to have cars because he don't got cars. He not showing y'all niggas how to have houses because to my knowledge, he don't have houses. I mean, y'all niggas get a game a real black eye. And that's really all I could say about it. I don't even know what else to say. I want to make sure I'm not missing anything. I definitely wasn't instigating. I can't instigate, niggas who already beefing. And, one of the pimps that called me, who was talking in the comments, we had a nice phone conversation, shout out to him. In the comments, you see him say, you can't break up a fight unless you're in a certain position. And let it be told by y'all niggas and that lame 30-year-old nigga, Sinful the P. Let it be told by him, I'm just a square. That's what y'all call me. But I want y'all to know, there will never, ever, 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 ever be a time where you're going to hear Don Jones on Etraphousedotcom Radio or anybody's platform saying the words, I'm a pimp. You ain't never going to hear that. Never. Let's see, what else we missing out on? Let's see. Anything on this joint? Yeah, this is really nothing to say, man. You happy that I asked you for an interview. When you out here asking other niggas to be with them, but you talking about you gonna minimize yourself. When you been begging Polite and Sonetta and all them niggas to fuck with you. You been begging them niggas to fuck with you. So you's a funny dude. And like I said, I only been doing this shit for 10 interviews tops. And, it seemed like Sinful the P is on the level of niggas who I interviewed in the beginning. I mean, when I think of Johnny Cash, at least that nigga had 11, 12 businesses, you know what I'm saying? In the city, running real businesses. Not on YouTube, doing 5-hour interviews by himself, you feel me? And when it come to me, I ain't really tripping on this mean girl ass nigga, Sinful the P, this 15-year-old beefy guy where he trying to be pen pal to beef, you know what I'm saying? He trying to be pen pal to P, trying to beef with niggas he don't know. I ain't worried about it, bruh. You got it. You's an old nigga. You got your little following. Y'all stay in y'all's little bubble. I'll be out here in the real world doing shit with real people. And that's just that. I don't know how else to tell you niggas. But if you thought that shit bothered me, it don't. Only part that bothered me is this feminine ass nigga acting like he hard, talking about a little nigga. Come on, bruh. You's a little nigga to me, bruh. You's a little nigga to me. You don't own no shit. You don't own no houses, no cars, no businesses. And I wish I would be pimping for that long and not own shit. I wish I would be pimping for that long and having niggas give me money for car payments. Come on, bro. Come on, bro. A nigga can't put no money down on my car, whether I asked for it or he offered it. And that just is what it is. And like I said, man, we gonna be here before, after, and during Sinful the P. We gonna move on, and it's gonna be nothing. I'm only clearing my name. I gave this nigga like 24 hours of light. He got some Instagram posts. If you want to see the Instagram posts, go to my Instagram at @TheDonJones. Go to my company's Instagram at Etraphousedotcom. And that's just really what it is. I'm about to really end things. Because that's all I could think of that this whole ass nigga done did. And that's really what he is, bro. And I think it's so funny that y'all grown ass men is over here lacing niggas' pockets. Lacing this nigga's pockets. Because I can understand lacing some niggas' pockets. Because they got real shit of value to tell you. Like Boss Hog Macaroni, he giving out real game on how to get houses, how to make money, how to, real shit. He not making 5-hour videos on niggas, you know what I'm saying? So like I'm saying, I got better shit to do. I don't even know how y'all watch a 5-hour video from Sinful to P. When I was watching the Sinful to P, I had a job. I haven't had a job in a long time. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know why y'all watching them. I hope y'all ain't working a job. I hope y'all own a business. I hope y'all not like these little niggas Sinful to P. And look, this is the funny part to me. This nigga talking about he lost 71 pounds. How you lose 71 pounds and you still fat, bro? You still fat. If you lost 71 pounds, what you weigh now? Like 300? Like, you sinful pig? What is it, bro? But anyways, I'm not finna go back and forth with this old nigga, man. And that's what it is. This old nigga, this old game. He telling y'all some old ass 1996 game that's gonna get y'all niggas locked up. He not telling y'all that there's a new updated version of game out here. That's the issue. He not telling you that if you really a pimp, if you really a player, you own some shit. He not telling y'all niggas that. He telling y'all, yeah, keep it real in the game to be in the streets. Fuck all that shit, bro. He giving y'all niggas some 1996 get your ass locked up game. That ain't where it's at. Start a business with a bitch. She can't even leave you, and it's legal. In 30 seconds, I done told y'all more valuable shit than this nigga. And I'm not asking y'all niggas for no money. You feel me? That's why I think it's funny where he like, yeah, to get your views up. What do I need my views up for, bro? I'm not the one getting paid off of YouTube. You are. You are, old lame nigga. I got businesses. I'm getting paid off of that. I'm getting paid off my other businesses. You're the one trying to get your YouTube views up. I could give a fuck less. I could give a fuck less about the whole pimp community because I'm a player with or without Sinful to P. With or without Sinful to P's peons. So I'm going to just leave it at that. This was Etraphouses Radio. It's probably the only time you're going to hear me go back and forth with this fuck nigga. That's pretty much all I got to say. I hope I don't got to review another video of this nigga. Hopefully he be a grown man and realize, let me run my businesses. You do your videos. And don't think I ain't peeped that ever since I did that Johnny Cash interview, you've changed the language. You used to say, oh yeah, when I did a video with da-da-da-da-da. And now you say, because of Almighty Don Jones, now you say, oh, when I did an interview with da-da-da-da-da. You don't do no interviews, nigga. You don't have a show. You do not have a show. You've been doing this punk ass talking on the camera for 3 years. You don't have a show. You don't have a Spotify. You don't have an Apple Podcast. You're not on nothing. You're not on Amazon, Google, nothing. You're just a YouTube pimp, dog. And that shit is only going as far as YouTube. Like I said, when I went to my Instagram, the place where I make my money on Instagram, them niggas don't know you. Them niggas don't know you. And I hope you're not feeling good about 20,000 subscribers, but dog, after doing that for years. If I'm doing this for years, bro, I better have 20,000 subscribers. If I'm doing this for more than 1-2 years, he been doing this for 3-4 years, not even sure how long. But I've been doing this for 11 interviews. I've been doing this for a few months. And this nigga all on my dick already. Talking about, he asked me and Freeze to do an interview. Yeah, he asked me and Freeze. That nigga was proud. Proud. But he talking about he wasn't going to bless me. How can you bless me, bro? You couldn't bless your own Instagram. You have 1,500 followers. I have 4,000 followers. And don't say it's because the niggas deleted your Instagram. They deleted your Instagram because they found out that you was admitting to fucking 14-year-old girls. When all them Kevin Gates fans, when Kevin Gates posted you, and you look in them comments, you see people like, this nigga's a pedophile, da-da-da-da. That's why your page got reported, bro. It wasn't nothing other than that. Niggas seen that you was a pedophile and was like, mute this bitch ass nigga. That's what it was. And even before then, you didn't have more followers than me. Because I got multiple pages, nigga. I have Instagram. I got like 7 Instagram accounts, bro. I got multiple Twitter accounts. I got a Snapchat. Multiple Snapchat accounts now that I think about it. Multiple Facebook accounts. So, I think the girl said you had 15,000 followers before your shit got deleted. What you think that is to me? What you think? On one of my Instagrams, I got 5,000. I think it's like 4,900 or some shit. And I got 7 Instagrams. Think about that. Then I got a Twitter and another Twitter. Come on, bruh. He's not that big, bruh. And I'm not even saying I'm that big, but I'm not the one out here like, oh, I'm not going to bless a nigga with an interview. No, nigga. I'm not that fucking lame. I'm not that lame, bruh. I'll never be a 30-year-old nigga like that with no companies. I'll forever be a nigga like this. Multiple companies, multiple cars. This nigga don't even got an office, bro. He don't even got an office, bro. I can go to my office right now and do the same video. This nigga can't even go outside the crib. Come on, bro. You looking at a real boss and you talking about some squares. Nigga, boss up and get your bitch ass off the phone. You heard it here first. Almighty Don Jones. Follow me at the Don Jones. Follow me at Etraphousedotcom. You heard it here first. That nigga might be cool to y'all. Nigga pussy to me. He feminine to me. He pimping on men to me. And